Hi, good afternoon guys and girls. Richard G here, hope you're all well and you're enjoying whatever you are currently vaping on. I'm going to do a quick review of some hardware tonight. It's something that I've not tried before, so we'll give it a go and we'll see how we get on. If you've seen any of my previous videos, I've been, well, quite recently I've been using my new tank, which is the OBS Crius Plus. So this is a relatively new tank. It's the first ever 25mm tank that I've used, and I bought it primarily because I wanted something a little bit bigger for my everyday vaping. I used my Griffin before and I was really happy with the Griffin, but didn't quite hold enough juice and I was forever filling it up. So some should say maybe shouldn't vape as much, but it doesn't work like that, does it, sometimes? So yeah, I decided to upgrade to the OBS Crius Plus. Never owned an OBS tank before in the past, so it's a little bit of an unknown quantity for me, and I have to say so far I've been really impressed with this tank, for a number of reasons, which I'll kind of go through through the course of the video. So like I say, I've had this tank now for I think I'm on day number 6 or number 7, so I've kind of given it a good go already. My first impressions are wow. It's a tank that for me is really easy to build on. I'm not I don't profess to be the best coil builder in the world. So yeah, it's a nice and easy tank for you to build on. Lots of space in there, nice and roomy. So that's a big plus for me. The flavour that you tend to get off the tank, again, I found to be really good, and really impressive. And then lastly, it's the vapour that you get from this tank. Yes, it can be a bit thirsty on the juice, but that's kind of the trade-off. If you want good flavour and good vapour, sometimes that's what happens. So yeah, all in all, first impressions and my feelings so far on this tank is it is very good, and it's certainly something that I would, and I already have done, I'd recommend to my friends. But what I'll do, I'll go down and do a bit of a close-up shot so you can see how the tank arrived to me and explain some of the features that are on this tank. So I'll see you down there, guys. Okay guys, here we go. So this is the OBS Crius as it arrived to me. So so yeah, really nice packaging I noticed on this. Fully logoed up. On the back you've got the scratch card and a few little bits of details as far as what you get in the box. I ordered this tank in black. I've never had a black tank before, so yeah, I thought I'd go with something a little bit different. This is a side filling tank, and yeah, so if we open the box up, so what do we get in the box? So you get the tank. I've got to say, I love the detail as far as the silver and the black, the retro look on it. I think it's a great looking tank. You get a spare glass, and you get a spare tool for changing using the grub screws on the Velocity style deck, which I'll show you in a minute. So you got all you need to get you going. Just pop this on here. In there we get an instruction manual. And the bottom you get a small pack of spare O-rings, a couple of pre-built Clapton coils, which is handy to get you going, some spare grub screws. I can get it out of here as well. You also get a small bag of cotton. So I'll just move it all out of the way. We'll have a quick look at the instruction manual first. So really well laid out manual, gives you details on the tank, all the features on there. Side filling tank, as I've already mentioned already. I've used this using dropper bottles and needle nose, and yeah, great, no problems on that side of things. Explains the juice flow. This is dual airflow, so you've got top airflow and bottom airflow on this. And you've also got the details on the deck. Now I've actually ordered the quad deck on this as well, and yeah, I've been really impressed with that. As far as the dimensions, diameter of the tank is 25mm. The height of the tank is 66.2mm. The weight is 69, and they've got a juice capacity on this of 5.8ml. Then just some details on how you fill it up. The tank. Also, the tank is fully breaking. You can break the tank down for full cleaning. It does say on here that you can tear the tank apart easily, which I think is great. I've not had to tear the tank apart yet, but I'm looking forward to that. And like I say, if you do break the glass or you want to give it a thorough clean, I just find that just washing it down is fine. So that's the instructions. So yeah, nice and compact set of instructions there. So the actual tank itself, as it's already mentioned already, it's dual airflow. You've got an airflow at the top there, and you've also got an airflow control at the bottom. Airflow at the top, very easy to use. You just simply turn the bezel. It's quite a stiff bezel, which I like. Again, I like it. Kind of tells me it's built with quite a bit of quality in this. So yeah, like I said, it's the first time I've owned an OBS tank, and that does kind of scream out on this version. You've got the bottom airflow control. You just turn there like that. Again, nice and stiff, fully adjustable. The Cyclops airflow in there. To change the juice control, you turn both at the same time. It's actually this top bezel. Again, mine's quite stiff, which I think is great. To simply control the juice flow, it's simply that mechanism there. Obviously, when it's on the model tank, it's a little bit easy, but no traction on it at the moment. To fill the tank up, obviously like you do with the Griffin and lots of tanks nowadays, what you do in this vaping position, what you then do is close the juice flow control, and very simply with this, you just simply pull up. These recesses in here act as a grip as well as for decoration. You've got a lovely big juice hole there for filling up. So this is where all your juice can go in. I tend to fill mine at that angle there, and so it's coming up. It gets to about that line. Quickly snap it closed, and away you go. You've got to be careful not to overfill, because if you do overfill, what happens is you do get a bit of juice residue that comes around the outside. So that's the overfill. Oh, sorry, the base of the tank. There's the pin there, the brass, slightly raised brass pin there. Don't think you can change the height of that pin, so you just need to think about that if you're using it on a mech mod or a tube mod or something like that. So yeah, as far as the build deck, so it's already talked about already. It's an 18mm build deck, and it's here. Move that out of the way. Huge build deck, velocity style build deck. Got your grub screws at the end. I'm sure by now many of you will have seen the velocity and how it works. I really do like this style of deck. It's nice and easy. I'm not the best coil builder in the world, so the more space in there the better. So you build the coils. I've been building them on horizontally, coming across there, the positive and the negative, over this nice and big airflow here, airflow hole. Huge airflow on this. And then basically once you build the coil, you wick it. Simply tuck one tab down there of your wick, and the other one down there, and likewise. In the accessory pack, you do actually have you've got a facility for blocking off one of these air holes, so you can actually build it on single. Although I don't tend to vape single coil, you can do that. So again, that's a nice little feature on this tank. Nice big space for your building there. I'll just pull that in so you can possibly see. Hopefully it'll focus. So you can get some of your thicker gauge wires in there. Now when I'm wicking this, I've had no dry hits off this tank at all, but when I'm wicking, simply just tuck the cotton down so it's just peeking below that ring there. That ring you can't take off. Well, I've not managed to take it off, but I'd never needed to. Certainly on the Griffin, I always left it on. But yeah, you just tuck it down there, and I've had no issues at all. Really easy to wick. And certainly if you're a relative novice to building your own coils, this is a really nice setup. It gives you plenty of space in there. It's not fiddly, and yeah. So that's it, guys. So that's kind of the main features. One thing that I will say, which is really clever, is that you can actually unscrew this whole deck. And like I say already, I've actually got a quad deck. Again, that was really easy to build on, which I was really surprised about actually. And that just simply pops into that deck, into that space there, and you just twist it on. I can't stress enough, this tank really does strike me as a quality tank, and it's got a really nice build on it. Didn't smell of machine oil either, which is nice when you get a new piece of kit. So it didn't need too much cleaning before I started playing with it. So just put it back together again now. Grabs first time, and that's it. And that's the tank. So I'll go back up to the top. Oh, sorry, the drip tip. The drip tip's fully removable. Fully removable. Hands slightly greasy. Sorry. So you can put your own drip tips in there as well. And I think there's an adapter in the pack as well, so you can actually make a put a larger drip tip in there. This is a standard drip tip. I know there are some people that do like to customize the drip tips, and there are vendors out there, but tips don't. I don't tend to hang on to tanks for too long, so I don't go down that route. But that's my personal opinions, my personal taste, should I say. And that's it. So I'll go back up to the top of the video, and I'll give you my final thoughts. Okay then. So I hope you enjoyed that close-up of the features of the Crius Plus. Just going to do a bit of an overview really, and what my thoughts are. I think this is probably one of the best tanks that I've owned, and prior to this, as I said already, I had the Griffin tank, but I did find the Griffin at times to be quite moody. Now I've had this build in here, well, I've put 3 or 4 builds in here. I haven't had one of them leak on me, so that's got to be a big plus for me. That's a massive plus. I don't want to be kind of having sticky fingers all day while I'm vaping and losing juice. So as far as the wicking on it, is a big thing. The second thing is the build deck. I mean, the build deck is massive, and for anybody who's not a kind of bit of a coil master, it feels quite forgiving, along with the wicking. Plenty of space in there. Like I said, you've got an 18mm build deck in there, so you can kind of build as large in there as you want, or as small. Gives you lots of variety and lots of flexibility, and I do like that in a tank, because I think anybody who enjoys this hobby of ours, if you like, it's nice to be able to progress through and try your different builds, and this is going to give you the flexibility to do that. I think the flavour that you get from this tank, I mean, it's a big old tank, but the flavour you get from it again is very, very, very good, and for me it equals what you would get from dripper, and if I'm honest with you, some drippers it's even better. So that's a positive for me. The side fill, I've never used a side fill tank before, and I'm getting on with it really well, and that's again, it's a real plus for me. I think the way the tank looks, its build quality is very good as well. I can't really, if I'm honest, I can't fault this tank. I like the adaptability, being able to put the extra coil in there, and then there's the vapor. Sorry, the extra quad deck, and then there's the vapor. And the vapor production is absolutely incredible. I'll just give you a quick view now. I mean, this is a 60-40 mix I've got in here, and wow, I mean, just you can't fault the vapor production that you get from this tank. I've got a Clapton build in here, so yeah, you'd expect it to be a little bit so the vapor a little bit warmer, and you'd expect it for to produce some more flavour and vapor. But coupled with, put this at the side of the Griffin, which was my favourite tank. I didn't think there was many faults on there. I think yeah, it's a really good tank. And I've got the bottom airflow open on this. I open the top, and you can see how it performs with the top. So that's now fully open. It produces a really cool vape as well, so you can vape at that higher voltage and wattages. And that's nice and airy. I like the airy draw when you. I normally have it closed or half full, but when you've got it fully open, boy does it make it an airy draw. Not too airy, and then it allows you to really push that airflow through. Nice thick dense vapour it produces as well. Now that may be the juice. I'm vaping one of the Colonel Boom 60-40 mix juices, so it may be one of there. Might be down to that. but no, it's a drinker. I mean, it is a juice drinker, but hey, as I said earlier on, that's the trade-off that you get, guys. I think for that vapor and for the flavour. So yeah. So all in all, question is, would I recommend this? I already have done already to a couple of my friends, and they've already bought them. This is available in the UK. I got this through a Chinese website. Took 10 days to come. It was a great price. I think I paid 13 or 14 quid for it in the end. Plus I got the quad deck as well for just under, so I think it was about 17, 18 quid, including the shipping. I don't think you can go far with that, but hey, there will be vendors in the UK that sell it. And certainly, yeah. So yeah, so that's all I've got to say on that. So until next time, hope you enjoyed the review, guys. Please share, like, comment, subscribe, everything else like that. And I've got another tank which I'm going to review over the next few days. And until next time, happy tooting. I'll catch you later.